This week we wanted to spend a little time talking about working with corporations and how to stick to those really tight budgets that they love to give us. Don't you love it when they come into the shop and they're all excited about what they're going to do? We want flowers everywhere and we want them for this amount of money. Sort of that starts to let the air out of our balloon. Well, what I want to do is try to help you a little bit to look at this differently, look at the challenge and the way that you can take those budgets and manipulate them, possibly utilizing their logo colors, which is what I've done with this collection that we're looking at here, and incorporating some higher end product as well as some medium priced product to reach those, or what I like to call massage the budget, so that everyone can be happy. The company gets what they're looking for, you're proud to say that you developed something, and you get the sale. And that's really what it's all about today. So what we're talking about is corporate budgets and logo colors and how to really spin that into a really nice design. If you will look at this large piece that I have in front of me, it's done in a regular tray just down the bottom so that we don't have any really cost in the bottom of the container because it can't be seen. This was something that was used on a corporate table in the boardroom. Made a really good display also because we have grouped and clustered all of our floral products. It makes those colors stronger, it makes the texture stronger. By doing that, you see on this side we have some beautiful dendrobium orchids, but only a few stems, and I've cut them into pieces so that it spreads the color around. And then on this side we have those beautiful cool water roses, that beautiful light lavender that everyone loves to look at. So either side of the design we're going to see a high-end product. It's really weighted down in the middle with those beautiful green hydrangea, and that can be seen from both sides. And then on the other two sections, I've popped in some gladiolas that also have been cut into pieces to spread the color around, and then that beautiful magenta carnation that's on the other end. Generally viewed as a lesser desired product, but incorporating the beautiful purple dianthus into this design, we can see how when we look at it, we see the roses and the orchids and the hydrangea. That's our main product, and that creates the strong line through the middle. We've spread it out, we've used some beautiful foliages, really great design that gives lots of value, and it's a main focus in the room. As we start to look at those secondary pieces around the table, and these were sidebars that were also in the room, and then they were used again later on for a corporate event, we really wanted to focus on the product, again, using the roses and the hydrangea as our main flower that sort of sets the base down at the bottom, but then making it look as tall as possible with one stem of gladiola, gives it that height, but adding in those two pieces of Middleino, I really want you to see what this adds in value to the design. Now, we've done a design time before on the use of Middleino. I hope that you're remembering that and they're using it in the store. But when we start to add in just that little bit of color, add it into the green, look at how it changes the design by taking it out. It not only adds movement and rhythm, it adds pattern to the design, it adds a whole nother level, making that design look updated and different with two pieces of the Middleino fibers. Don't miss that opportunity, and it's a great way to stretch the budget. We only have 3 roses. Basically, we have about 5 stems of floral product that's tucked down in there, but big bang for your buck, and it's high impact. For a side piece, I took an everyday container that didn't necessarily fit my color palette. It has been sprayed, but then it also has been sealed. That's really important. Anytime that you're going to use some of the incredible design master paints that are available, and you're going to use them to color a container, make sure that you seal it up so that it can't be scratched off while it's in the cooler, especially once it starts to condensate. To pull my focus in to this particular design, I took the magenta carnation, I have turned it into a cardrangea. If you're not familiar with what a cardrangea is, because the calyx on a carnation is very tight, if you want to loosen that up, make it look a little larger than life, I'm simply tearing the base of that carnation, and then I can start to spread that color out, and it makes it look almost like an entirely different flower. Makes it look much larger, it has much more presence. What I did was separate that cardrangea right in the center, and I've glued a green button down in the center to add to those corporate colors like I talked about and bring that out. It creates that sort of focal area that's going to pull your eye in. We've added the Midolino here in green to emphasize the green color and coordinate with the colors of the logo for this particular company, but made our main focus the roses. Anytime that you're trying to show a budget well spent, have at least one or two main flowers that are your expensive flower, your value. Put that where it can easily be seen. Make sure it has a feature location. And then surround it, and underneath it, you're going to put some less costly flowers to build out your color and to cover up your mechanics. Remember, when it comes to corporate budgets, a little massage does everyone a lot of good. Join us again next time for Design Time. If you enjoyed that video and would like to see more, click the subscribe button.